Okay, guys, welcome to today's trading session. Again, we are going to be looking at the simplest trading strategy for beginners. We are continuing our lessons. Okay, so today I'm happy to tell you this is lesson number 5. Okay, so before we go into the training, into the charts, into the market, let's say a word of prayer. In the belief of the power Almighty, we pray that whoever is going to pay attention to this training, whoever is going to practice this training, will be successful. We pray that our students who are following this series may become successful. May the market be good to them. May the market be good to all of us. And we pray this and believing in the name of the power of the Almighty. Amen. Thank you, guys. So I'm going to move this guy to the side so I can see the chart, and let's begin. So guys, how have you been? How are you guys finding this series? Have you guys subscribed to the channel, the Smart Wolf Club channel, so you are notified when we upload a new lesson? If you have not, go ahead and subscribe. And if you have not watched the previous lessons, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is lesson number 5. Okay, so if you have not watched the first 4 lessons, please go and watch them. You'll do yourself a great service because each lesson is building from the previous lesson. So for example, here you can see this was our lesson 1. Lesson 1, there was a lot of introductions. There was a lot of mindset pieces. Okay, because there are 3 things that you need to succeed as a trader. The very first one is your mindset. Number 2 is the strategy. And then number 3, of course, is the discipline to implement your strategy, the execution, the confirmations, the leading, the studying, the community. So all that comes under the discipline part of it. How disciplined are you with your trading, the routine? What time do you trade? For how long? How much are you targeting? How well are you setting your daily trading goal? And then, of course, how much are you following your strategy? And, of course, your mindset. How much are you strengthening your mindset? This is under mindset is where you see a lot of gurus, a lot of coaches talking about the psychology of trading. All that falls under your mindset because you must have a certain type of a mindset to succeed as a trader. Now, who are we? Some of us have been online since 1999 doing this same stuff, and we do this every day. So whatever we are sharing here is our experience. And I'm going to put a disclaimer here before I go into the trading that whatever I'm sharing with you is not financial advice or investment advice, and it's not professional advice. This is just our experience and what our students are doing and our members are doing in the Smart Wolf Club. We have a lot of coaches from all over the world, and whatever they do is not professional advice. This is what they do every day, and the results that we're going to show are not typical. Sometimes we're going to share massive results, small wins here, small losses here. It's not typical. Then we don't guarantee any results because we do not control the market. We have no insider information, and therefore whatever we share with us, take it with a pinch of salt, do your own research, and always remember, do not risk more than you can afford to lose. That is a cardinal rule number 1 when it comes to risk management of your assets, of your money, hard-earned cash that you're going to put into these tradings or on any online activity that we're going to share with you, or it doesn't matter. Whatever campaign we're going to share with you, always go in with money that you can afford to lose. Because let's face it, you can lose your entire investment or part of it, okay? So, guys, let's begin with that out of the way. Let us begin. So, lesson 1, we talked about the mindset piece. We spend a lot of time talking, okay? And then, we defined what trading is, okay? So, if you don't understand what trading is, then there's no basis of you being here because whatever we're going to talk about here is trading, okay? There are many forms of traders. We have what we call day traders, we have swing traders, and of course we have the long-term traders, or what we call institutional traders, who some of them are long-term traders, and then we have investors. People just buy a stock, for example, and they hold it forever, infinity, hoping that they will make a lot of money at the end of it. Okay, so we have just investors, then we have day traders, people go in and out, scalpers, basically scalping techniques, 1 second, 1 minute trades, and it closes and they get out of the market and make their profit or make their losses and lick their wounds. All that is under trading. So if you don't understand that, then of course we talked about economics under in this lesson. Basically the buyers and the sellers, demand and supply, that still applies to trading. So if you don't understand those concepts, please go and watch lesson 1, it is in this playlist. And of course, after you watch lesson 1, please go and watch lesson 2. The playlist is right here. It's called Free Pro Trading Course. It's a free course. We are giving this for free in the Smart Wolf Club. We are going through this for free to give back to the community. Some of us have been underground for many, many years. And during the pandemic, we decided that we're going to help. It touched close to our hearts. We saw a lot of friends, families, members suffering, losing their jobs, losing their income because of the closures. And we decided we're going to give this knowledge, because this skill, once you learn these skills to make money online, either trading, stocks, Forex, crypto, whatever it is that's traded online, we've been there, we've done that, and our coaches are doing that. And we have coaches from all over the world. We have Tajimoto on here from Tokyo, Japan, Malemala from South Africa, Cape Town, Mr. Baker from Atlanta, Georgia, Rosemary from Toronto, Canada, Anne-Marie from New York, Jose from Sacramento, California, Rodriguez from Rio de Janeiro. These guys have been in the Smart Wolf Club for many, many years. Some of them 17 years. Some of us have been online since 1999. So if it's anything to make money online, we've been there, done that. We've lost money. We've attended the trainings. We've made money. So guys, welcome to the party. Welcome to the community. What you have to do is make sure you subscribe to this channel. Okay. You can see we are growing the channel, and with your help, we can reach more people. We want to get at least 1,000 people this year to learn these skills and become successful, be able to make money online, replace their incomes. Some of you are looking for freedoms, location freedoms, financial freedoms. The only way you can achieve that is by learning multiple skills, and that's what we give you. Some of our students, members are professionals. Some of them are serious professionals, but they realize the importance of having a side hustle that can actually replace your full-time 9-to-5 rat race. Okay, all of us want to get out of the rat race, and the only way we can do that is by arming ourselves with multiple skills that are profitable. And the only way you can be profitable in the markets is by learning the 3 things I talked about. Your mindset has to be right. You must learn the right strategy, and you have to have the discipline to succeed. Okay, so the strategy part is not a big deal because we can teach you that. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. We are sharing our strategy, and the strategy has to have a few characteristics. 1, it has to be very simple. Keep it simple, stupid. It has to be extremely simple for you to be able to be successful. If your strategy is complicated, using a million indicators, several lines on the charts, just know, 5 signals before you can enter a trade, that is not what you need. Okay, that is complicated, and that is not going to make you successful. Why? Because the market moves so fast. We don't control the market. So if you're waiting for 5 signals before you enter the trade, you're missing an opportunity to make money. That's why we keep it so simple. I'm going to go over the strategy again and again, and we're going to do this towards the series. Right now, we're going through stocks trading. We're going to go into Forex trading because I know we have a lot of Forex traders in our community. Some of our coaches are masters in Forex trading, and some of the gurus have actually gone through some of our coaches. We see them online with their Discords, with their Instagrams, I can just mention names because of privacy and the respect we have for our students. So, but what I'm trying to say is that you can learn a fairly simple strategy and it can make you lots of profits. Okay, so it has to be simple, it has to be repeatable, and of course predictable, and of course it has something that you can use every single day. Routine. It can enable you to form a routine or a pattern of trading where you come in at a particular time of the day and you take a trade. Okay? Without having to wait for 20 signals, draw millions of lines, millions of boxes, millions of charts. That's not going to work, especially for beginners, okay? If you're a beginner, you need something so simple that my 99-year-old grandmother, 16-year-old, my 16-year-old can also use to trade. If they cannot implement it, then that's not a strategy that you need, okay? That's not a strategy that you need, especially if you're a beginner. So today, we're going to look for a very, very simple strategy for beginners to analyze the market. And let's bring up the board so we can start our lesson. Okay, if you're ready, let me know you're ready. Now, before I proceed, if you didn't watch the previous lesson was, let's go back because I'll be referring to some things in our previous lesson here. Let's see what previous lessons we have here. Let's go back to the previous lesson. Yeah, this one here, lesson 4. Okay, let me bring that up. Lesson 4, we are talking about, this is lesson 4 right here. Lesson 4 is this one. We talked about the volatile stocks to trade. Now, when somebody sees volatile, they're like, I don't want any volatility. Trust me, you need the volatility. Okay, so we're going to look for stocks that have high volume. They move fast. That's what we need for our strategies to work. For you to be able to come in and make money, you need some type of volatility in the market. Now, we're not talking about extreme volatility that's so unpredictable, that's so uncontrollable, that's out of whack. No, we don't want that. We want some type of volatility that allows us to get in and get out right just on time to make our profit. So guys, lesson 4 here it is. We talked about the Tesla stock, and then, of course, there are other top 5 stocks trading from zero to pro in one video. Basically, whatever we show here is sufficient enough for you to be able to go and analyze the stock and take a trade, okay? Now, if you didn't watch that video, it is on the playlist, and you can see we are doing everything of our best to allow you guys to access this training for free. It's right here. Here's the playlist. It says watch the Pro Trading Free Course playlist here. So you click that and it's going to bring up all the videos for you to watch. And you can share that with your friends, people that you care about, people that you want to change their lives. Because if you learn this skill, my friends, it's just a matter of time that you're going to be able to make more money than your 9 to 5. Okay? There's so much money in the market. Just let me give you an example. The size of the stock market alone, or the size of, let's talk about Forex, because I know a lot of you are Forex traders. Forex market size, it's in the trillions. You know how much size? Let's look at size. Good old Google. Just let's look at 2024, because here, look at this. Look at the numbers. Excuse me. The Forex exchange market size has grown strongly in the recent years. It will grow from 792.43 billion in 2024 to 838.54 billion in 2025 at a compound annual growth rate of 5.8%. So this market is growing, irrespective of you are either in it or not. It doesn't matter. It is growing. So why wouldn't you want to be part of this growth? Why don't you want to take a small piece of this pie here? This pie is massive, guys. And this is only Forex, okay? What if we look at stock, which is probably bigger, much, much, much bigger? The stock market. Size. Let's look at size by country. Look at that. In millions of US dollars. Millions. I can't even say this figure. Look at that, man. Look at that. The stock in millions. It's several billions, guys. 56 maybe. This is 56 billion, because 1 billion is what? A million? Okay, so look at that. This is already 56 million right here. So that's 56 billion already, the stock market. No, that's a trillion. Yeah, trillion, guys. Guys, I'm getting my numbers wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. What is a billion? Is a million, million, billion? Those are 12 zeros, or that's a trillion? That's a trillion. So it's $56 trillion, guys. You can see China is 14 trillion. So US market is the largest, and that's why we're talking about stocks, and mostly we are targeting US companies. That makes sense, right? You can see all the rest combined, probably. The US market is the largest. That's the largest consumer. It's the largest credit cards available. That's the largest market in terms of consumption, in terms of GDP. You can see 206.7% as of a percentage of GDP, 206. The stock market alone is 206.7. So these numbers, guys, should ring a bell that you want to be part of this, okay? You don't want to be playing outside. It doesn't matter what your profession is. In the Smart Wolf Club, we have professions from all sorts of lives. We have doctors, nurses, stay-home mom, we have students, we have authors, tree surgeons, masons, bricklayers. It does not matter. And we have students from all over the world. Mr. Singh is on here from Bombay, India, one of our coaches. He's been here for over 17 years in the Smart Wolf Club. He has a huge group in India. Okay, some of these guys actually live under $1 per day, but they are part of this movement. Okay, that's why we want you to come. And I'm going to be done with this part very soon, and we go to the charts, because I know some of you are very impatient and you have the attention span of the goldfish. Trust me, for your life to change, you have to have patience. Okay, this is just a virtue. It's biblical. It's everywhere. Blessed are, you remember the Beatitudes? Blessed are those who are patient. If you lack that, I can't help you. Okay, seriously, I am done. I cannot help you if you lack patience. Okay, and that is the problem we have now. Most people are so impatient. They want to come into the market, put their $100 and get $1 million the next second. It is not going to happen. You're likely to lose that $100, my friend. Let me be very honest with you. Some people come into the market, they want to put their 100,000 and they want to be trillionaires the next second. Guys, you might just lose that 100,000. It's a very sad. It's very amazing. It's amazing how things work. The market can almost sense who is patient, who is not patient, who is ready to learn, who is ready to sacrifice, who has some sort of delayed gratification, who is learning from the best, who is learning from the coaches, who is teachable, who is coachable, who is going to follow the strategy. The market can almost sense that. And a lot of students come to us because they are frustrated. They've been doing this for years. They've been blowing accounts. They've lost money online. They've tried this. They've tried Shopify. They have tried e-commerce. They have tried courses. They have tried selling T-shirts. They have tried selling trinkets. They have tried to sell all kinds of stuff. They've tried to sell stuff from e-commerce, drop shipping from China. Everything. They have tried that. And they come when they're extremely frustrated. They have tried Forex. They have tried crypto. Their hands have been burnt. They have lost money. And we all go through that. Okay. So the only time you start seeing some success is when you become patient with yourself, with the market, because you don't control the market. So you can't bring that type of mindset, that greediness, that I want it now, the microwave mentality, the short videos mentality. You want to go to the next show, like shots. The brain numbing type of attitude. That's not going to work anywhere online. It requires patience. It requires a strategy. That's what I'm talking about, the 3 things that you need to establish. Your mindset has to be clear mindset, clear, strong, clear mindset. You must have a strategy, okay? And then the discipline to succeed. Some people may have the mindset. Some people have the strategy, but they lack the discipline. Okay, they are haphazard. They are not motivated to do it. They do it one day. The next day they don't do it. They give excuses. They procrastinate. They start doubting their strategy. They see another shiny object and they jump onto that. They see another indicator here. A guru is selling an indicator, or on Instagram, they're showing you how they use this one little trick and made cha-ching on the other side, and you want that. You jump onto that. Stop. All right, guys, let's go into the lesson today. And our lesson is extremely simple. And everything in the Smart Wolf Club, we make it KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay? It is called KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay? Keep it simple, stupid. Simple, stupid. I'm going to repeat a million times until you guys get bored. Keep it what? Simple, stupid. Again, keep it 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 simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay? Keep it simple, stupid. So today, this is the topic. We're going to make it simple trading strategy beginners. So the keywords are simple trading strategy beginners. Okay. So now, if you're not a beginner, this may not be for you. But however, if you've been losing, you've been trading for many years and you've still been losing, maybe you can spend some time and listen to this. Okay. So simple trading strategy for beginners. Now, this is not a new topic. This is part of our lesson, and it is lesson 5. Okay. Lesson 5. So lesson 5 is simple trading strategy for beginners. Okay. Now, why are we saying simple? Because you remember the 3 things I talked about: your mindset, simplicity of the strategy, and of course, the predictability or the repeatability or the easiness to implement. That's what we are talking about here. And these patterns develop all the time in the market. If you remember our first lesson where we talked about trading, we talked about buyers and sellers. They're humans. It's the same behavior. When the price goes up, people sell. When the price starts going down, people buy. You go to the market, they give you a discount, more people want to buy, the demand goes up, the price starts going up, people start selling, so they sell at the top, you buy at the bottom. If you do it the other way around, you're going to lose money, okay? If you buy at the top and sell at the bottom, you're already negative, okay? So that is common sense, guys. So if you don't understand that little bit, go and watch lesson 1, which is right here on it's this one right here. This is it. What's trading? I spend a lot of time here talking about introduction and stuff. I can even see some of the comments. People saying, oh, no. The trading actually starts on 41 minute. Guys, don't miss even this. They say the detail is in the story. So you got to listen to the whole story. I know most of you guys are used to watching short videos. Those are called brain numbing or brain rotting type of thing. Okay, I'm not beating them up because I know some of you don't have much time. You want to watch a summary and you want to move to the next one. Okay, and that is where the problem is. That's what we disagree on. Okay, you gotta spend patience. You gotta learn. The details are in the story, so don't miss the story by trying to jump from one. Let me fast forward. Let me go to minute 22 and listen to what this guy is saying. You're gonna miss the whole detail. The details are in the story, so don't miss the story. Okay, do not miss the story, guys. To be when we were growing up, you remember what our parents told us? Go to school, get good grades. How did you get good grades? You had to sit there and listen to the teacher. It didn't matter whether the teacher was drunk, boring, brutal. It doesn't matter, beat you up. Because some of us, we went to schools where the teachers would whoop you up, man. We were scared of teachers more than parents. They would really beat you up if you made up Any noise, any little mistakes, you'll be beaten. You fail, you're beaten by the teacher. All right. Anyway, that's just by the way. But what I'm trying to say is, what is trading? You gotta go and listen to the whole story. Okay. So don't be like those guys who are saying, "Oh no." Listen to them. Even right now, some of you already are gonna switch off because I came here for training. What is this guy talking about? I've had this a million times. That's why you're still searching, because you are jumping from one story to another, but you're missing the juicy part. You're missing the gist. You don't understand. Being a student, you have to be able to be patient. Sit there and listen to the story. Don't miss the story, because the details are in the story. If you take a bit of the story, you're going to miss the detail, okay? You'll have actually wasted your time. No, literally. If you don't have time to watch the whole video, you probably just wasted your time watching part of the video because you've missed the details. The details are in the story. Now, there are many different storytellers. There are some who will come here and jump right into the material. And then there are some storytellers who are going to build up their story, and their details are wrapped around their story. So you got to listen to the story, and that is the idea. And that's how some of us became good students, because we patient enough to listen to this. It didn't matter if the teacher was boring. We still sat there for the 1 hour and listened to the story. And after 1 hour, this guy could drop a nugget at the 56th minute, a nugget that will change your entire life. So if you had skipped the story because you listen for the first 2 minutes and you're out. Oh, no, he's talking about stuff that I've heard a million times. Guys and ladies and gentlemen, please be patient. If you don't have the time, bookmark, come back when you have the time and listen to the story, the entire story. And you're going to get the details within that story, okay? Because what I'm sharing with you guys here is not something you're going to find in a textbook. This is experience. This is what our coaches are doing. This is what our students are doing, and it is working for them. I'm actually stealing the secrets. I'm spilling the beans. No cards left under the table. All the cards are on the table, guys. So if you master this, your life is going to change, okay? No guarantees, though, because we cannot guarantee the results. We don't know how serious you're going to implement it, but your life will start changing. And let's go. Now, I am on a platform called TradingView. Okay, so some of you are asking, what is TradingView? This is a resource that I have put under this video. Go ahead and open an account. Okay, your name, your email address, very simple. If you can send an email, you can open an account on TradingView. This is what we use for our analysis. Okay, building our strategies, trading strategies. It doesn't matter what you're trading, whether you're trading Forex, crypto, oil, it doesn't matter. Wheat, commodities, NASDAQ, name it, stocks, crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereums, it does not matter. ETFs, it does not matter. Oil, metals like gold, silver, it doesn't matter. We use this tool right here. It's universal. Now, it comes in different levels, okay? So some of it is free. You can use the free one as a beginner right now, just to follow along. But when you start getting serious about your trading, they have different plans, okay? So we have like Essential, $10.49 per month, okay? They have like, you get a 30% off or something like that. We have, you can upgrade, okay? So some of our coaches have all these upgrades. The idea is because they do a lot more, okay? You can see what you do, charts, export, data, volume candles, publishing. It can allow you to put your own EAs, automated trading. You can create your own. So at some point, we're going to get to that level during this series. When we get to the pro level, we'll be learning how to automate our trades and putting the alerts. How are you going to do that? You can only do that if you have some of these pro level subscriptions. And it's just a cup of coffee for some of us, for some of you. Just a cup of coffee a month, and 1 cup of coffee a month, you're able to subscribe. So go ahead and do that, guys. Link is in the description. Use that link. That's our affiliate link. Okay. What does that mean when I say affiliate link? You are not, the cost, whatever you pay does not change your price. Okay. So what happens is when you use our link, TradingView gives us a small token, okay? Your price doesn't go up. They just say, thank you for referring student A, B, C, D. That's all. That's all. That's what affiliate means. It's our form of marketing, okay? So, but that allows us to make these videos for free. We don't need the money, but we take the money, okay? What is trading? Lesson 1, very important. Lesson 4, sorry. Learning about the top 5 stocks. How did we arrive at the top 5 stocks? Very simple now. We use EA now. AI, sorry. We use AI. AI. Instead of being afraid of AI, you must embrace AI. Our lives are changing, guys. We are living in interesting times, thanks to the old Chinese saying. We are living in what? Interesting times. You can go to AI, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, if you like the Chinese one. It does not matter. The only thing that matters is you have to be a good prompt engineer. You don't need a degree, an engineering degree. If you feed the AI garbage, it's gonna give you garbage. Okay, so you have to know exactly what to ask for and how. And I showed you in the previous lesson. That's why I want you guys to go and watch the previous lessons. Lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. You will see me actually playing around with AI. And I'm doing it deliberately, just to get your mindset that these things are here and they're supposed to make your life easier. We use these resources. We leverage this AI to make our lives easier. Instead of us being scared of AI, that it's going to take our jobs, or it's going to render me jobless. No, embrace it and learn. Those of you who are going to learn are going to be miles ahead of the rest of the people. And in the Smart Wolf Club, trust me, we embrace AI. We love it. We live it. We use it. We leverage it. We take advantage of it. So instead of me going into markets and spending hours and hours and hours to analyze stocks, why don't I just ask the AI to tell me, give me the top 5 most volatile stocks to trade? That's simple. Do not give me the analysis. Just give me the name of the stock and the ticker symbol. That's all. That's all I need. And that's the prompt that I use. I just come here to ChatGPT, okay? And I simply ask ChatGPT, give me the top 5 most traded volatile stocks in the New York, because US market, because we're using the US market. We saw the US market is the biggest US market. Give me the top 5 most traded volatile stocks in the US market that I can start trading right away, okay? And then I'm going to tell them, do not give me the analysis. Yes, I can type analysis. Do not give me the analysis or any other details. Just give me the name of the stock and the ticker symbol. Now, what is the ticker symbol? This is the abbreviation that the stock goes by on the New York exchange, okay, the ticker symbol. And I'm going to show you examples right now. So it's searching the web, okay, you can see it is taking some time, and you can see they have given us the stocks right now. Based on the recent market data, here are the top 5 most traded volatile stocks in the US market that you can start trading right away. So we have okay, so these stocks have exhibited significant volatility in recent trading sessions, making them notable for active traders. Okay, so you can see, what do we have? Now we can define this and say, can you give us more of the larger companies? And I'll tell you the reason. The larger companies have big institutional volumes, okay? They have big institutional volumes. And you can see they have refined our search and given us the 5 large cap US stocks exhibiting significant volatility. So we have Tesla, we have Nvidia, we have Alphabet, we have Meta, and we have Netflix. Okay. So now, guys, already we have 10 stocks here. Just by using that prompt, we have 10 stocks that we can use to make all the monies in the world. So depending on your appetite, risk appetite, you can go for the smaller ones right here, these ones here, or you can go for the larger ones if you want something more predictable. So like we did Tesla, we did Nvidia in, I think it was lesson 3 or lesson 2, lesson 4, we did Tesla. So now they're talking about Alphabet and they're talking Meta. But you can see on my chart, I have AMD because in my previous search, they gave me AMD. But if I want to go with what they have given me today, because you get different results on different days, okay? If we go and look at the first one here, ADMG, okay, that's the ticker symbol. So we can come to TradingView. Let's go, okay, let me shut that off. And you go right here where it says stocks. Okay, when you go to, once you sign up on TradingView, you go to the market, okay? Go to the market, and then you're going to have all these stocks, futures, Forex. So right now we are looking at stocks. So I'm going to paste that there, and you can see it's right here. It's listed on the NASDAQ, okay? So there you go. You can see the volatility that they are talking about right here. So we have a stock here that is going for $1.78 as a buy, and the sell is at 178. So you guys can see right now, here is a stock that the chat GPT gave us. Now, if you want to compare that with DeepSeek, you can copy the same, you can copy this same prompt, and let's go to DeepSeek, which is the Chinese one. So guys, let's not be lazy, guys. Let's take some time on this thing, because I know a lot of our students come to us and they are conflicted. They're like, man, I don't trust this Chinese. I don't trust this chat GPT. I don't trust any of this AI. Guys, the earlier you embrace this, the better. So I just pasted the prompt and see what DeepSeek gives us. You can see DeepSeek has given us AMD. That's why I was looking at AMD. It has given us Tesla. It's given us Nvidia, which was also on the other one, and it's given other different ones. So right now, guys, we have enough stocks that we can do our analysis for the rest of the year. We don't need to do anything else. So you'll take a copy of this or a screenshot of these, and you're going to have these on your desk, okay? So normally when we are trading, we have our notebook, okay? Here's my notebook right there. I preach wine and I take wine, okay? I don't preach water. I don't preach water and take wine. I do what we say, and our coaches do the same. I learned from the best. Our coaches do the same. They drink wine, they preach wine. They drink water, they preach water, not the other way around, okay? So if I say you need a notebook, we have a notebook. You can see right there, notebook, full of stuff, full of notes. Full of notes, notebook. There we go. This costs $1. Go to the dollar store. It's $1. If you don't have a dollar store in your place, just go to the market and get one for cheap. Okay, $1, less than $1. Get a book. Get a notebook and a pen. Okay, so you're gonna write down these stocks after you've done your research, because you don't want to come back to this again. So, but you can see, I did not spend 20 hours like we used to do in the past. It will take you a week just to study. To do the research to find the top stocks, because you have to go to different forums, you have to go to different charts. We didn't have a tool like this, but within 1 minute, type as fast as I could type. Give it a few seconds, and voila, you have the answers. So now our work is done. So those of you who are asking, how do you come up with these stocks? Very simple. Leverage AI. Okay? Simple, simple, simple. Leverage AI. You can even use AI to trade for you, but that's not what we are doing right now. Right now, we're going to do that in the pro level, guys. I'm going to show you how you can actually make it so easy for yourself to take trades. But right now, let's learn the basics. Let's learn the foundation. We have to learn the foundation. If your house is built on quicksand, it's going to blown away by the wind, the hurricane, it's going to go. So we must have a foundation. We are laying the foundation, but as we go into this lesson, into this series, we're going to get to a point where life becomes very, very simple. And I'm going to show you how it is, what our coaches are doing. Extremely fascinating stuff, my friend. Out of this world. Okay, so AMD is there. We brought up this one here. So let's look at ADGM, for example. Okay, let's look at ADGM. Guys, you remember our strategy? Very simple. Our daily strategy. How do we analyze our charts? How do we analyze our charts? Our topic of discussion today is right here. Lesson 5. Simple trading strategy for beginners. But before we get to that simplicity, what do we have to do first? We have to learn how to analyze the charts. Okay? So lesson 5 today is simple trading strategy for beginners, which I'm going to give you on a silver platter. I'm handing it to you right now, and you can use this and implement right away in your trading. Okay? So first, we have to answer the questions. What is the best time to trade? We answered that in our previous video. So for those of you who are watching this for the first time, we trade at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you go right here on your trading view, Eastern Standard Time. Okay, it's right here, New York, which is the New York UTC 4 right there. That is Eastern Standard Time. Now, depending on where you are, whichever time your time zone is, you can see the different cities. They're right here. London is UTC +1, Amsterdam, Brussels, Cairo. We have students from all over these places. Rio de Janeiro, one of our coaches is there. You can see all these places. Tokyo, Tajimoto is in Tokyo. Sydney, Australia, we have Josephine. She's been in the Smart Wolf Club for over 12 years, man. Sydney, Australia, New Zealand, we have students from there. I mean, guys, Singapore, Wuhan, one of our coaches, Singapore, +8 UTC, okay? So we trade New York time. So all you have to do, don't be lazy, find out what time it would be. 9:30 a.m. New York time. Bookmark. Write this down in your notes. EST, which is New York time. Why? That's the time the New York market opens. Okay? New York time. 9:30 a.m. EST. You can use one of these online free tools to convert EST to your time. Okay, so you can just use the word world time body right there. You place your, let's say if you're in New Delhi, India, like we have students in New Delhi or Bombay, Mr. Singh in Bombay. What time is it in Bombay? You can find your time right now. Let's say, what's the time? 9:30 a.m. There you go. 9:30 a.m. And we're going to convert that into Bombay. Let's see. Thing is freezing. Okay, Bombay. I don't know, it's not cooperative. Okay, we can try a different one because this one is not cooperative. It's it's still spinning, my computer is frozen, poor internet. So let's see if we can find one that pulls up quickly. And we can say in Bombay. Yeah, just type your city and the EST time. So it's 7 p.m., okay, in Maharashtra, India, Bombay. Mumbai, it says Mumbai. So Bombay is in Mumbai. It says that time is 7 p.m., okay? So when it's 9:30 a.m. in EST, it is 7 p.m. in Mumbai or Bombay. So our students in Mumbai should be on their computers at 7 p.m. on Friday. On Monday, 7 p.m. On Tuesday, 7 p.m. On Thursday, 7 p.m. On Wednesday, 7 p.m. On Friday, 7 p.m. Because we trade Monday to Friday, okay? Because that's when the markets are open, except major U.S. holidays. But on Monday to Friday, set aside this time, okay? So let's say if you are in Sydney, Australia. What time is it in Sydney? And what day is it? Okay, so it is 11:30 p.m. Friday, Sydney, Australia. In Sydney, it is 11:30 p.m. So Josephine, one of our coaches, Sydney, Australia, when When everybody else is going to sleep at 11:30 p.m., she's on her computer taking trades, because that is the EST 9:30 a.m. So we all meet at 9:30 a.m. EST in our groups, and we are going to take trades accordingly. So what do? 9:30 a.m. we come to the charts, okay? We find our stock. Now, it doesn't matter what you're trading. Guys, trust me, I pulled up the 5, but you're not limited to that. If you want to trade whatever you want to trade, it's up to you. So all you have to do is find your asset. It is trading in the New York stock market, New York Stock Exchange. It's listed. You put it in here. So like right now, we just found something at stock, that this volatile stock. So let's say you want to trade this one here. Click holdings. Okay. You just come to here, trading view, paste it there, and you can see it's right there. It's listed on the NASDAQ, and that is how it looks like. Extremely volatile. You can see how it's moving, the volume. Look at buying and selling. Okay, these are like penny stocks. Okay, so we are not looking for penny stocks at the moment. Okay, so let's go look for the large one. That's why I did put the prompt. So let's say we are looking at Netflix. You want to trade Netflix? Okay, so you go to Netflix. There you go. So you come here, and where it says symbol, you're just going to put Netflix. You can even type the name Netflix, and you can see how Netflix looks like today. Okay, so there you go, Netflix. Okay, so what you're going to do is you come and you change the chart to day time frame. Okay, we want the daytime first. This is where we're going to form our bias, our opinion. Okay, opinions are formed. You must have an opinion of the market first, like a pro trader. Okay, so we have a day chart. Okay, that's the day chart. You can see it actually tells you from, it shows you a lot of days. You can see this one here was January. Okay, and we are in April. Okay, April. Okay, this is Thursday, April the 17th, and it can show you as far as, you can still go back, you can zoom in and zoom out, but this is enough for us. Okay, you can see. So what do you guys see here? You can see actually it's like we went up. Okay, just visual. We went up, went down, went up, went down, and now we are going up. Okay, if you look, if I bring a pen, you guys can see we are going up that way. This is up. We are going up. We started here, we are going up. So it was that, down, and then that. Okay, so a nice W right there. Nice W. Nice W. Okay. So my opinion is really simple here. We are on an upward trend, literally on the Netflix. You can see it's going up. But that's not what we are here for. The strategy is very simple. Okay, we don't want to make it complicated. So basically what we do is we use what we call the breakout retest strategy. Sorry guys, the ding ding is messages coming into my phone, very important messages from the group. Let's see, my coaches are telling me something. We are all live actually. The coaches are listening to this, so they are looking at what is going on. So they correct me as I go live, and they share details live. They're sharing notes live, alerts, what is going on in the market. So we are totally a community that looks out for each other. You can come and join the Smart Wolf Club community. The link is right here, guys. It's free to join. All you need is your name and your email address. Okay, so you click here, put your name and email address. You'll be notified for anything that is going on in the Smart Wolf Club. You get an email for everything that is going on in the Smart Wolf Club. You get notifications for those of you who are interested in that. And then for those of you who need hand holding. Now, we give everybody an opportunity to grow. If you feel you are lacking in your skills, don't shy off, guys. Our coaches are willing to share their experiences with you. All you have to do, with a click over the mouse, you can join the masterclasses, okay? Now, their time is extremely valuable, okay? So if you're serious about taking yourself to another level, you can join the masterclasses. This is not for everybody. This is just for those of you who need hand holding, one-on-one. Some of you need hand holding. Some of you don't know. Some of you feel so you don't have the confidence to take the trades. You need somebody to help you. the coaches are willing to do that. You can join their various masterclasses. We have stock trading masterclass, Forex. Those of you who are into Forex, those of you who are into crypto trading, those of you who are into digital marketing, everything to do with online businesses, we have a masterclass. Go ahead and join. The only problem we have is we have a lot of students joining these. It's amazing, okay? And the coaches are limited. The number of coaches we have are limited, okay? And we want to give the best to the students. So we only take a small group of students at a time. So someday you'll come to the links and it will tell you the class is full. You're going to be put on a waiting list. Don't worry. Go ahead. Put your name there. Pen your name there. Whenever there's an opportunity, you are going to be enrolled, invited into. The coaches will reach out and allow you to join the classes when they have time for you. Because we want to make sure everybody gets the best experience learning. Everybody gets the best knowledge that these coaches can give you. Okay. And we have coaches from everywhere in the world, as you can see already. Karinsis is on here from Berlin, Germany. She's been in the Smart Move Club for over 15 years. Mr. Scott from London, UK, again, over 15 years. Omosas from Lagos, Nigeria, over 15 years. These guys have been doing this for a very, very long time. Some of us have been online since 1999. Okay? It's a long time. Before the 2000 internet bubble, some of us were already online. Okay? So, guys, back to our strategy. It's very simple, okay, guys? And why I keep saying it's simple, because you don't need all these bells and whistles. So I'm just going to clear the board, remove the drawings. Very easy. That's how you do it. Right-click the mouse, and whatever you have drawn, you can remove it. That's exactly what I did. So now we are now on the day, so we're going to zoom out, zoom in or zoom out, okay? So we are looking at, this was Thursday, this is Thursday, okay? So we're going to look at the previous day, which was Wednesday. This is our Wednesday candle here. You guys can see the Wednesday candle. Okay, there it is. I'm going to remove that line. I just wanted to show you. So it's this one right here. And it is a red candle with a wick, longer wick on the bottom and a small wick at the top. Now, if you don't understand that morphology of a candle, please go and watch our previous training where we break down what does a candle mean. When it is red, it's a bearish candle. Means the sellers were more than the buyers. On this particular day, Wednesday, the day before yesterday, the day yesterday was more sellers than buyers. On which stock? Netflix. Let's look at a different stock. Let's look at Tesla. What was the sentiment in Tesla? Was it the same? It's possible. Yes, same, red, okay? So yesterday was a downtown time in the market, which is the other big stock that we got from here. Alphabet, Google. You can see Google. Alphabet is the parent company for Google, guys, the famous Google. So you go to Google, you go to the trading view and you type that same ticker symbol, and you can see that's Alphabet on NASDAQ. Again, it was red, okay? It was actually forming a spinning top type of candle, okay? So very close. Buyers and sellers were almost getting close to each other, okay? So basically, you can see what was going on in the market yesterday. It was a downtime market. So let's go to AMD, and you can see that's another stock we are looking at. Again, you can see it was the same way. So right now, let's go back to a stock that we were using. We are trading, which one? We looked at AMD is on there. So let's go look at AMD. Okay, let's look at AMD. Go back. Since that's what we started with. So now we are looking at the day. So for AMD, guys, for AMD yesterday, let's expand this. And you can see, you can just scroll by dragging the screen left and right. So you can see AMD Wednesday was this one here, this candle right there. Okay, I'm going to move that. That was our candle for yesterday. So we're going to mark the top and the bottom. So you just mark the top, and we're going to make that green. I like to make the top green, and then the bottom, we're going to mark the bottom, and we make that red. Okay, so we're going to make it red. Because the idea is when it gets to the bottom, people do what? People buy. When it gets to the top, people sell. It's the psychology of humans. When the price shoots to the top, most people want to sell. When the price goes down, people want to buy and then ride it all the way up and make profit. Okay? It's just how it is. Supply and demand. Supply and demand. So once we do that, we are going to look at the pre-market. Again, you can see the pre-market is, and then we go to the pre-market. So first is the day, the previous day. So there are 3 steps. Previous day, then we're going to look at the pre-market, and then we're going to do the 5-minute opening candles, the 5 minutes. So we start at 9:30. So the 5-minute candle, we go to the 1 minute time frame, and we look at the first 5 candles. The first 5 candles are going to tell us a big story. Very important, guys. So the previous day is going to tell us, give us the levels. It's going to show us where the money is. So a lot of money is sitting at the top here, and a lot of money is sitting at the bottom here. So when it reaches down here, most people are going to buy. When it gets up here, most people are going to sell. Just natural reaction, human reaction. I cannot control that. I cannot explain that further. Just take it the way it is. That's the way it is, okay? No whys. You can't ask why. I don't want to go into those details. Maybe in our pro level, we're going to break it down. What is going on here? Institutions. And you can see some of these numbers are actually key psychological levels. Like you can see there's the $84 here. Round numbers, 85.36, 87.50. They're key psychological levels. 92. Okay, you can see those numbers. Okay, so most institutions enter the markets at such psychological numbers. Okay, numbers that are like round figures, 76, 80, 84, 92, 96, 100, 104, 108, not 108.73. No, most institutions will go in at 108, 112. They look for key psychological numbers. Okay, now, but the small traders like you and I, retailers, who don't really make a lot of movement. The market movers are the guys who put big billions of dollars into these trades. Millions, they move the market. Somebody takes a trade and the market swings into their favor. They're called market mover. When you see a massive candle like this is a day candle. When you see a red candle here, that means some big movers dumped their positions, sold, boom, causing a temporary market down time. And that's why you saw like yesterday, it was almost 50-50. You can see there are big wicks on the top and the bottom. There's a lot of activity. It tells us that the buyers were also trying to push this all the way up, and then the sellers are pushing down, overpowering the buyers. We ended up with a red candle. Okay, that's exactly what happened. But here you can see we had a bigger, big green candle. That means somebody bought, some big guys bought, and now they're couping their money. So these candles tell us a story. Okay, they're not just there for fun. They tell us a story. So you can see this was Wednesday. This is Thursdays. You can see right there. So not big gap up here. So still the sellers are winning the game. The buyers have not been able to reclaim this position. We can see there was a gap up, a gap down here on Tuesday to going into Wednesday. We are still analyzing the stock, guys. This is what we call analysis. So you're spending a minute to understand what is going on in the market. So we can see we're in some sort of down trend right now. And therefore, when it is downtrends, what does that mean? More sellers, people are selling. So it means if you're gonna buy, you are likely to be in the wrong side of the trend. If you are going to buy, you're likely to be in the wrong side of the trend. But that doesn't mean you cannot take a buy trade, a long trade, because depending on what the market gives you. But just in the back of your mind, your bias here is a selling, but it's a downward trend, because you can see based on the day candle, it is a red candle the previous days. Therefore, it's most likely a downtrend. And things tend to continue sometimes to replicate what happened the day before. But it's not guaranteed. There could be a change in the sentiments. Some more buyers could come in. They want to reclaim their positions up here so they can actually push this stock up. There's no guarantee. But overall, the trend is a downward trend. And you can see, actually, if we draw a trend line here, you can see, guys, this is an overall downward trend. You can see that it is below the trend line. Okay, so if we put a trend line there, you guys can see long term, it is a trend line. Okay, it's a downward trend. Okay, all right. So I'm just gonna delete that. Don't want to confuse you guys with more lines. So we already have one line here drawn, and now we need to draw another line here, which is the upper. This was the day before, bottom and top. Okay, so we're going to be looking, money is sitting above here and money is sitting below here. So there's money right there, there's money there, and there is also money here. A lot of money is sitting here and a lot of money is sitting here, waiting for something to happen. Okay, and we're going to take advantage of that. Okay, so what are we going to do now? So once we have analyzed our day, we've marked the levels, we quickly go to the, and we have also looked at the pre-market. We can see there's no gap. We can't see really a gap, like there was a massive gap here. You can see on Tuesday to Wednesday, there was a gap. It dropped. So literally our pre-market notion, our bias there is a downward trend. We are going down. So we are looking for more of a shorting this stock, okay? We have a higher probability. Trading is a probability, guys. There's a higher probability of winning our trades if we go with the trend, okay? Never want to go against the trend. The trend is down, 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 okay? So we're going to be looking more of a sell, sell, sell. Higher probability with sales, okay? More higher probability with a short trade. Shorting the stock means you're taking a sell. You're expecting it to go down. Long trade is when you're expecting the stock to go up. So you're going to take a long trade. And we have the tools right here. I'm going to show you in a minute when we take the trades. Okay. So done with that. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove this drawing. I can just clean the drawings by right clicking. Okay, guys, when I do right clicking, you can remove the drawings. You just remove the drawings and the drawings are gone. So now we just put our line. That's all we need. And we put another one here, there. So this one, we change it to red. Good, there we go. So now we have our line. We mark the top of our day and the bottom of our previous day. We have looked at our previous pre-market. We see there's not really a major gap. It's still behaving the same way. So we are still in some sort of downward trend. And therefore, we are going to go into the minute. And this is where we're going to be taking our trades. So we're going to go to the minute. And with the minute, I'm going to expand it. Then I'm going to scroll all the way to 9:30 a.m. all the way back to 9:30 a.m. There we go. This is where it starts. 9:35 is right there. So 9:30 is right here. So this is where it started, guys. This is where it started. The new day, 9:30 a.m. right there, you can see. And then 9:35 is right here. We're going to count 5 candles. Okay, let me delete that. So we need 5 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is our candles right there. That one. So the first 5 candles, key for us, extremely key for us. So again, we're going to mark the level, the top and the bottom for those. So we're going to mark the top, and that's the top. We're going to make it green. And then again, we're going to mark the bottom of these candles is this one here, and we're going to make that red, and voila. So now we have how many levels, guys? You can see we have this level here for the previous day. This level was the highest for the previous day. And then now for the 5-minute candles, we can see we have this one and that one. So what are we looking for? A breakout and then retest, and we enter the trade. So we can see we are sitting here waiting. We are still waiting. 9:48, 9:50. It comes up here. It attempts to break, but it closes just below the line again. And then it changes direction. It starts going down. It starts going down. It breaks. It starts going down here. Okay. It actually breaks down here. It comes in, so that's not a retest because it actually goes inside. So we're going to wait. We're going to wait. This was a fake retest for us. The probability here is low. Okay, the probability here is low. If you're going to consider this as a retest, the probability there is low compared to what I'm going to show you here. You see here? You see this one here? This is much better. So this one would have been a better entry for me. Okay, so that was around, this happened at around 11:15. So some days you can see, we normally like to trade between 9:30 and 11, but some days you see this stock AMD, it went all the way to 11:15. So we would have entered here at 11:15 and we would be would be in the money within a very, very short time. Okay. Okay, so there we go. Oh man, all I need is to scroll now. Oh geez, I don't need that. Okay, so you can see, guys, so this would have been the most interesting part here. This would have been the most interesting part. As you can see, here, this would be the most interesting part. So I'm just taking some time here to see exactly what happened. You can see this part here and compare with this part here. We actually have a retest. It broke down here, breakout here, went for a very, very long time, and then it retested right there, and then it started going down. And with this one, we had like a small breakout there, and then it comes back, retested it, but it actually went inside. So when it goes inside, this is a break. It breaks the structure, so it doesn't really follow our rules. But then it comes out again, and it starts going that way. Okay. Now, in our pro classes, in our advanced traders, they could take this trade here. Okay, some of our advanced traders could take this trade here because they are now applying what we call the 3-candle movement. You can see there's 3 candles here. There's the lead candle, this fat candle over here. There's a lead candle. Then there is a confirmation candle. And then there's an execution candle. Lead candle here, this fat one here. Let me make this so you can see how big those candles are. See the fat candle right there? You see there's 3 candles here. There's 3 red candles showing that it's a strong downward. You see that push and then this push, and then there's a candle there. There's 3 red candles following each other. Then another small green candle, and then a fat candle confirming, okay, telling us it's actually going down. So then I would enter the market. I would enter the trade right here. You can see right there. They would enter the trade and short that market. They would short that. And here, voila, they would be in some type of money. It could be a quick scalp, okay? It could be a quick scalp. It may not necessarily give you the let's see how much that would have been if it will give us the R2. So that we take a short position and we come right there. So it came, went in, broke out again, closed below this line. Okay, so that's a retest. And then we entered one of these. And you can see if we pull, and then if we use that as our stop loss, the top of the big fat candle, and very soon you can see if we targeted even the bottom of this. If we 1 to 2, normally we go with just 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. We could let this run all the way. Another interesting level here. You guys can see that level right there. You guys see that interesting level right there? So if we even targeted that level there, we would be at a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. 1 to 4. So that means for every $100 we put in, we made $400. Is that enough money for you guys? Will that change your life? If you put in 1,000, you make 4,000. I think we should end it here. Let's end it here, okay? Because I can see some of you are already yawning, and we will continue this session in our next lesson, lesson 6. We will just continue with this same lesson, the simple trading strategy for beginners. We'll call this 1, and then we're going to have 2, so we can polish up some of the loose ends that we have here, okay? So if there's anything that's unclear here today, guys, make sure you watch our next lesson, okay? Which will be lesson 6, and it will be part 2 of this, okay? Part 2. So maybe we're going to break this down to part 1, 2, and 3, because there's some more details that I want to give you guys. So by the time we are done with this lesson, you guys can simply take it and run to the bank, make money, heads over fists. And you guys are going to be successful. This year is your year, okay? Sit back, reflect. What are your goals? What are your dreams in life? Have them written right here. And here is the strategy. This is the route to your dreams. This is the route. I believe if you follow this strategy, you are going to be successful, because whatever I'm sharing with you, I'm spilling the beans. I'm spilling the secrets of things that are going on in the Smart Wolf Club. We have students who are succeeding. We have coaches who have been doing this for many years, and they're doing very well, and they use this simple strategy that I'm sharing with you guys. So with that, we're going to end the training here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Do me one favor, okay? Make sure you subscribe to this channel, guys. We want to get this channel to 10K, and I know you can do it. You can make it happen. You guys, with your fingers and your phones and your tablets and your computers, you can make this happen. Just share with all your friends, okay? Your WhatsApp friends, your Telegram friends, your Instagram friends. Take this link right here. Take this channel, share with your friends, so we can get as many people learning these strategies, okay? I know some of you are, oh, I don't like trading. Don't worry. In this series, we're going to go from trading, we're going to go into digital marketing, bread and butter of online marketing, digital marketing, okay? I know you guys, some of you are big into social media. So under digital marketing, we talk about social media marketing, okay? The persona. Are you able to create the persona? Are you able to clearly define the persona? Your target market. How do you do that? How do you influence the decisions of your client? Literally, like hypnosis. It's not hypnotic. Almost close to being a hypnotist. Literally. So they can hand you their money over there. So they can just be buying. Take out their credit cards and swipe and pay for your service. How do you do that? Like a hypnotist. We take you through the details. And this is experience, guys. This is not something you can find in a textbook. This is what they do, okay? The coaches do this every day. So they are sharing their experiences. What works? The school of hard knocks. This is what you learn when you're in the trenches. We live and breathe this. We do this every single day. Now, with that, guys, I'm going to see you. But before we go, let's end this with a prayer. Father, we'd like to thank you for the knowledge that we have shared with our students, and also the people who are going to watch this on YouTube. We pray that whoever is going to implement this strategy is going to be successful. And for those who are going to share this training with others, that they may be blessed, and may they bless the lives of those who they share with. We believe in the power of the Almighty. We pray. Amen. Thank you, guys. I will see you in the next training.
And I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out.